Okay, welcome everybody. My name's Carl Davis. As I said, I'm coming to you live from Hampshire Aldershot in Hampshire in the United Kingdom. We've got business partners joining from all over the globe right now. Some here from the United Kingdom, some from the USA, the Caribbean, all over the globe. So ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do is, tell you the reason why we're actually here tonight. We're actually here to launch our brand new business partners business, who's Elana. She's here. I'm just going to mute quite a few of the lines just as people actually come on, just so that we actually got no background noise. Guys, if I just find Elana, your iPhone, right? Elana, I'm just going to unmute your line for the moment. Okay, so Elana, as we actually kick off, really excited for you. What I just want to do is just take a quick moment to just tell your guests and some of the people on the line why you decide to actually get started in this amazing opportunity. Literally, just take a few seconds just to, say a few words as to why this is such a special and exciting opportunity for you.
Great, thanks, Carl. So hi, everyone. As he said, my name's Elana, if you don't know me. Hi to my friends. I currently live in Wales and just really excited about this new experience that I've heard about from my friend Hayley, who I used to go to primary school with. The reason why I got started with this home-based business was to provide another stream of income and basically do that through flexibility. Obviously, Corona's happened now and it's kind of left me wondering like what I want to do next. Obviously, once it sort of opens back the borders, I want to start traveling again. I want to get involved with different things in different countries as well. So that kind of provides that the income as well as the opportunity to do that. And a few goals that I've set is really to just have some more financial freedom and as well flexibility to provide help to provide for things that my family or friends might need and might need it really quickly, and I could have that savings done and help them out with regards to that, and really just look at securing things for my children as well for the future. So I'm just going to finish here saying that and then introduce the main speaker who has travelled numerous places and once the business started over a year ago. He's a gold builder within the business and one of the top earners in the UK and Europe, and he helps families internationally. He's my personal partner, business partner, and I'll just hand you back to Carl Davis. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you very much for that, Elana. Really special. I mean, since we've actually got started, Elana, it's been an absolute amazing journey actually just working with her. And I'm really excited, for this young lady and, what we're going to basically do with her. But, guys, just a little bit about myself before I actually kick this off. As I said, my name's Carl Davis. I live here in the UK. When I first saw this opportunity, I was actually in a point of where I was absolutely looking. I came from a broadcast engineering background, work in many different TV stations, all over the country, some of them like all over the world. I've actually traveled all over the world, working for different establishments. But, one of the things I realized was a lot of people doing what I was doing just didn't have the success that I really wanted for myself. A lot of these guys and girls are doing doing their jobs a lot longer, some 15, 20 years, and they still had to to come to work every single day, complaining about how much time they didn't have, and just complain about all the usual things that we hear on a day-to-day. And I was definitely looking to try and get out of that rat race and do something different. And luckily for me, a couple of years ago, somebody came to me and said, Carl, I want to show you an opportunity where you can now start leveraging your time and really actually doing the things that you always want to do and actually build a business, in your spare time that someday will basically replace that income you're actually earning from your full-time job. Would you be open enough to have a look at it? I was absolutely open enough to have a look at it. And, from that, I've not actually looked back. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to sit back, relax, and really just enjoy what we're going to share with you tonight. Because I want to welcome you to PlanNet Marketing, the best place on the planet. I want you to come on a journey with me. I want you to imagine what financial freedom might mean to you, Some people, this might mean just a chance to actually just go into a restaurant one day and just actually read that menu the right way, you know, literally from left to right, not really caring how much something might cost. You know, if it looks good, it sounds good, you basically want it. How about the chance to actually even go on a holiday and just not really decide when you have to come back? I mean, you know, you basically stay as long as you require because it feels so good. How about personal freedom? I mean, you know, how many of us used to have that hobby that we used to do as we're actually growing up through life, and then the pressures of life, so like, you know, got in the way, whether it's a job, you know, or, you know, something else might come, and then you just didn't have the time to really follow those hobbies that you really wanted to actually do. You have to put them on a back burner and sometimes shelve them or even just forget about it, you know. But ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most important ones to me, you know, time freedom. And a lot of people, like, you know, say they don't actually have the time to do things. They don't have the time to do that because they're so busy. You know, the great thing is we know how much money we've got in the bank, but the one thing we don't know is just how much time we have. And, you know, for me, this was key. I want to spend more time with my family. I want to spend more time doing the things that I wanted to do. So, you know, when I saw this opportunity, I said, Carl, what we're going to do, we're going to show you how you can design your ideal life. I mean, I thought, hey, how do you show someone how to design their ideal life? But I didn't realize that's exactly what this company offered me and showed me how to do, because they showed me how I'm going to be able to earn more, travel more, save more, and experience more. They're going to show you how you can actually build a strong network and embrace and empower yourself and others with an unlimited income opportunity. Also, you're going to benefit from e-commerce, where you can actually work from anywhere, anytime, with no inventories or no quotas. I mean, you know, it's so important to have an online presence now, you know, with the, like, you know, the tools that we have, but have an online presence where you're actually making money from the actual internet. How about becoming a travel business professional, where you can actually earn travel commissions and learn the secret of the travel professionals? I mean, all this without the need for a second job, because I firmly believe that two jobs are for two different people. Okay, so who are we? Well, we are PlanNet Marketing, and the gentleman you see on your screen is Mr. Donald Bradley. Now, he's the founder, the chairman, the CEO, and the visionary behind this amazing company. PlanNet Marketing is a 4-year-old company with reps in over 20 different countries. We have now a staggering 57,000 active agents, you know, throughout these 20 different countries. And I love what Mr. Donald Bradley says here at the bottom. We are committed to offering a financial opportunity that provides a now income and, more importantly, a sustainable financial security. I mean, doesn't that sound like a company that you definitely want to be part of? You know, we're an online business provider. They're based out of based out of Atlanta, Georgia. And when Mr. Donald Bradley put this company together, he wanted a highly corporate leadership team. You know, he wants some real people who can actually get this business launched. One of the first phone calls he made was to Mr. Andy Coffin. Now, Mr. Andy Coffin, he's got decades of executive management, corporate operations, marketing, and sales experience. He's managed billion-dollar global businesses, you know, as well as international experience, which is extremely important for, like, dealing with companies, especially over here in the UK. The second phone call he made was to Miss Leanne Treckler. Now, she, you know, she has a dedicated support team that's highly trained, courteous, and very professional. You know, she manages all of our marketing support, you know, field operations, and also, you know, all the supervision of and the management of everything that we need. We've got a dedicated support line in case we have any sort of problems with business. They've got a team there to actually help us with any problems that we may have. Now, who are we partnered with? Well, we're partnered with this company here, which is IntelliTravel. And the person you see on the screen is Mr. James Ferrara. Now, he's the he's the founder and the president, you know, of this amazing company where, you know, they're the leading innovators in travel for over 25 years, actually now pretty close to 30 odd years, you know, and they're the originator of the home-based travel agent. You see, they basically showed people how they can actually take travel and now turn it into an income generating business from home. You know, they've got all the accreditation and the certification from the likes of CLIA, IATA, and very important for us here in the UK, ABTA, you know, the Association of British Travel Agents, you know, and that they're based out of Delray Beach, Florida. And we've got an exclusive partnership with PlanNet Marketing, where IntelliTravel basically sells travel and everything to do with travel and leisure, and PlanNet Marketing sells the opportunity for you to become an independent travel agent with, you know, IntelliTravel. So here are some of the industry and rewards and recognition that IntelliTravel has acquired on a year in, year out basis. I mean, I can go on talking about all the different things that this company has done over the last number of years, but I'd rather let the industry do all the talking, you know, and the thing that's important for us here is the fact that, you know, people can now travel with confidence in the fact that we are, you know, the only external company in the UK to actually be part of the ABTA membership, you know, in this country. So there's no thing or two about how to be professionals in the travel industry. So what we're talking about here? Well, we're talking about you becoming a travel business owner, but not any old travel business owner, because when you think of a travel business, you might think of like, you know, some shop in the local high street with someone behind a desk selling travel for somebody else. But when you think of a home-based travel business owner, you're thinking of somebody like, you know, Elana at home, in her pajamas, booking travel and basically earning commissions for herself. You know, we're talking about, you know, you enjoying the infinite possibilities of maybe booking group, you know, cruises, family reunions, common interest groups, and much more. The wedding industry. How many of us know people who are about to be getting married at some point? You know, destination weddings and anniversaries. How about group travel? You know, sports teams, corporate and church retreats. You know, what's that word? Fraternities, you know, schools and universities or so, where you can actually, you know, start booking trips for like, you know, big school reunions or so. And what we're talking about is what you've got access to. You've got cruises, holiday packages, tours, car rentals, airline tickets, hotel rooms, resorts, sports entertainment, train tickets, anything at all in the travel and leisure industry, you will have access to. And we're not talking about a travel club here. This is where you've actually now, you're a travel business, a travel insider in the travel industry. So why travel and why now? Well, travel is a £5 trillion industry, and it's projected to grow to a staggering £9 trillion over the next 10 years. So it's great to be part of an industry that's still on the grow rather than one that's now plateauing off or, you know, or so. So it's also the number one research read. Right now, I'm sure there's a lot of people at home still researching travel, wanting to know when they can actually go on that next trip, when they can actually take that trip that they had to cancel or whatever else, you know. They want, I mean, bookings for next to 2021 are absolutely skyrocketing right now because people realize that they want to just get out and get going again. Baby boomers are still fueling this growth, you know. They've got a bit more time on their hands. They now want to start ticking off those bucket lists. And millennials, are spending a whopping £152 million annually, you know, because they now know that, you know, this is the time to travel. And you've got the Generation Z. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the guys who are like the generation, the digital generation, the jet setters, the pleasure travelers. You know, they want to mix business and pleasure. You know, it's not really a trip they're going to do in business or leisure. It's business and pleasure these guys are actually like doing. So we're talking about you getting paid on what people are doing anyway. And almost everyone you know is traveling or wants to travel. So why not get in the way of those travel commissions? And did you know that commissions are actually built into every different bookings that are actually made online? So, you know, you might find the cheapest flight or the cheapest hotel, there's still going to be commissions in those. So why can't those commissions be coming back to you? And we're talking about you getting paid between 70 to 80% of the commissions. So now, you know, Ilana's got a business where she can now be booking travel, the same travel that you're going to be booking anyway, but now booking it through her own personalized website, little example of it just to the left there. And now she's going to be getting paid between 70 to 80% of those commissions back to her. You know, we're partnered with all the major vendors worldwide. We've got no third-party intermediaries, and we've got the reserve inventory of group cruise blocks. You know, we've got the best in customer support and service, as well as an agent training modules, which is second to none. So you can further educate yourself in all the different areas that you want to, you know, to basically make sure that you portray yourself as the professional. So she's going to have her own personalized website, which is very important to me because although I came from a broadcast engineering background, I knew nothing about how to code websites. And when I saw the fact that you actually have a website which already been built and everything's already been done for you, that was like, that was absolutely fantastic for me. You've got an email marketing program, and you're going to have business cards, sales tools, print advertisement, you know, advertising and materials, everything that you need to make sure that you look like the professional that you need to be. So ladies and gentlemen, how much can you earn? Well, here's a few examples of some recent trips that's been booked through, an agent's website. You've got a frequent business traveler who actually books 3-night hotel stay, across your platform. You're talking about £117.20. How about a spa trip? Anyone here would actually love to actually be on a spa trip in the next, few weeks or so? Well, you can be booking that spa trip, whether it's going to be somewhere in London or anywhere else, in the country, and you could be basically getting £190.89 for you just booking that spa weekend. It doesn't have to be a spa weekend. It could be a boys' weekend, a stag do, a hen do. It could be even people actually now getting having trips or for divorce divorce parties and so on. I mean, apparently that's the thing. So how about, that honeymoon that someone has just really wants to actually take? Someone's getting married and they want a special honeymoon to top off that particular wedding. Well, why not you be that person to say, hey, look, let me take care of your wedding. Let me take care of your honeymoon for you. And you can actually book that happy couple to a 7-day all-inclusive resort stay in Cancun, complete with a butler service. I mean, we're talking about, all the bells, everything they need to really make this occasion special. And from that, you could be walking away with £435.21 for making that happy couple, a fantastic honeymoon that they'll remember for a very long time. Do we have any cruise lovers on the line? Anyone love the cruise? Well, again, cruising are one of the largest paid commissions, second to Disney, in the actual travel industry. And if you love cruising and you just want to become a specialist in cruises, you could be that person sorting out that next cruise for that family reunion, where you could be booking 20 cabins to the Med, and literally getting yourself a £1,736.99 commission for sorting that lovely family reunion out. Imagine you actually doing, one of these a month, or maybe 2 of these a month. I mean, this is like somebody's wages sometimes after tax. I mean, and this can be done literally in a day or two. I mean, fantastic, fantastic opportunity. So we're talking about you having fun learning while you're earning. You're going to be able to educate yourself, and experience travel from a client's perspective with our exclusive IntelliTrips, which I'm going to touch on in a little moment. You're going to become better educated on travel vendors and industry products. You can also require vendor-specific certifications at your own pace. And as you actually go through, you can also get to the point of where you become a travel ambassador in this industry, where you can actually now take your education up to the likes of City and Guilds level and really just show the recognition that you have in terms of what you've actually now been educating yourself on. You might want to become a Disney specialist or a Far East specialist, an Asia specialist, or a Dubai specialist. You can now get educated and certified in any one of those fields that you decide to choose, based on what your actual interest is. So ladies and gentlemen, we talked about some IntelliTrips. Well, here's one of the trips that you can actually get access to in your back office, where we're talking about holiday rental of 7 nights in the Dolce Atica Riviera in Greece. Always have a problem saying that. Dolce Atica in Riviera in Greece, and you can actually book that for £233. And that's basically for a couple of two, literally for the 7 nights. I mean, that's not like £233 per night. That's literally £233 for the full night, for the full 7 nights in that particular state. Ladies and gentlemen, if we've still got any cruise lovers on the line, we're talking about the international trips that you have access to, where you can actually now be going on a 7-night Royal Caribbean cruise line, and literally using this ship as your classroom for the 7 days that you're there. This is where you can now further educate yourself and basically talk about this particular cruise line from experience, rather than something that you've actually read or something that you've actually watched a video on. You can experience this cruise line, because the travel consortiums want us to learn more about these particular ships. They want us to be further educated so we can actually talk to people about these particular cruise lines. And that's why they offer these particular trips for travel agents, little as £293 for an ocean view cabin, and £411 for a balcony cabin. We're not talking about like in internal cabins there. We're talking about a cabin with a view, so that we got the best experience of what this ship has to offer. And we can then feed that back to our customers. So the next thing that IntelliTravel basically offers you, you see they've covered all the stops. You know, they covered everything that you need to basically have, so that you feel assured when you basically get started with them. And they've got another 3 assurances that, you know, the first one, they're going to offer you the best price assurance. Best price assurance basically means that if you've got a customer that comes to you and book a trip, and for some reason they find that trip's cheaper somewhere else on another website within that same week, you know, we're talking about definitely being apples for apples, pears for pears. You know, they'll basically say, okay, look, you know, we can either like try and match that price. If we can't actually match the price, what we'll then basically do, we'll offer you 110% of the price difference, so that your customer now has the chance to actually go on that trip, still have a great time, but now they've actually got a voucher that they can use for the next time they decide to come back and book with you. So therefore, you've got a happy customer, they've got a voucher that they can actually now book towards the next trip, and you've also happy because you've now going to have a returning customer because they're going to come back to you to book that next trip. We've also got what's known as 100% money back guarantee. That basically means that, you know, you could try this business for the first 30 days, you know, and see what this is really like, you know, maybe book a hotel stay, maybe book something, maybe do something, look around the business, kick the tires and see what this business is like. And if you find that, you know, in the first 30 days that this is not for you for whatever reason, you can get your full money back with no questions asked. And the last thing they actually have, which is like extremely like different, that I don't really like hear much about in this in the industry, is they've got a unique profit assurance, which basically means that as you get started in business and you run your business for a year, 365 days, and for whatever reason, you haven't earned enough profit or enough of that commission to make sure your business is in profit, they'll basically cut you a check for the difference. So how does that work? Well, let's say that you've now spent £500 as a rough example on your business, but in that particular year, you've only earned £300 in terms of commissions. Well, IntelliTravel would look at your business and say, well, okay, we could see that, you know, you've played your part, you've like done some educational requirements, you've actually tried to book some bookings or so, you know, you've done everything that you need to do to try to be a professional in your business. But for whatever reason, you just didn't earn enough commissions from any of those bookings. So what they'll do, they'll cut you a check for £200. At least now you've got a business that's now broken even, if not already in profit. And I looked at this and I sort of said to my wife, I said, I don't know how I can actually lose. I mean, you know, the only thing that came to mind from this point was, well, it was a peace of mind. You know, it's like, I don't see how I can actually lose with this opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, from that point, I was already waving and ready to actually rock and roll and get going with this business, because I thought I love traveling. And if I now could see an opportunity where I can actually make money in travel, and with all these assurances and everything's already done for me, then it literally is a done deal. So guys, that's our travel part of our business. I'm going to take you through, you know, a portion of the second part of this business, because, you know, that's the first way of how we actually make money, what's known as passive income. You know, you sell a trip or so, or you book a trip for yourself, and you're going to earn a commission on that particular trip. Now what I want to talk to you about is how you can actually take that and take it one step further and really talk about developing an income from this business and turn it into a really life-changing opportunity, you know, in terms of actually empowering yourself and others, as I said before. And, you know, I'm going to introduce you to what's known as our PlanNet Marketing Compensation Plan. Okay, because we like to take advice from people who know a thing or two about business. And not too sure if any of you on the line know Mr. Warren Buffett, but he's the 4th richest person in the world, you know, staggering how much money this gentleman's got. But he basically says, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. How many people realize how true that information is, you know? And the best time to actually work on your plan B is while you've probably still got a plan A. And what we're going to basically show you now is an opportunity where you can actually now build alongside anything else you're doing. This isn't a give up your job day. You know, this is something that you're going to be able to do alongside anything else that you're doing, because we're going to show you how you can now start leveraging your time. And leveraging your time is something that not many of us know how to do, but we are already being leveraged one way or another. So we're going to show you how you can really take advantage of leverage income. How does leverage income work? Well, let's say that, Mr. Bradley showed me this opportunity and he says, hey, Carl, listen, if I show you an opportunity where you can now start booking those trips that you already like taking, and in doing that trip, I can show you how you can actually now earn commissions on those trips that you're already taking. Would you be open to have a look? And I said, absolutely. So I had a look at this opportunity and I'd look at it and I thought, okay, great. I love what I'm seeing. I want to get started. So I got started. And from there, I said, well, look, I know a bunch of people who love traveling. I know a bunch of people who's very ambitious, who actually want to actually develop a second income alongside what they're doing, or just basically just want to develop an income from home. So I basically showed the same opportunity that I was just showed you. And that person basically says, well, okay, I'd love to actually get started. Every time you actually share the opportunity and somebody partners with you in their own travel business, you're going to earn £35 for everyone that actually gets started. Now, as that person that you've now shared the opportunity with, they now basically show the opportunity to somebody else. That person is going to earn £35 for someone getting started. But because if it wasn't for me showing that person the business, they would never have probably known about the business. Just like how, Elana is actually now sharing this opportunity with you, you probably would never have known anything about this business if it wasn't for Elana, whoever actually invited you to the business. So, it makes sense that everybody gets paid, because right now you're going to also earn a 50% match on anything that the person that you've basically shared the opportunity with basically earns. So if I share the opportunity with Elana and Elana makes £100, I'm going to make £50. If Elana now makes £1,000, I'm going to make £1,000. So I'm going to make £500. If Elana becomes rich, I'm going to become half rich, and that's really how it works. I mean, basically, we're not talking about you getting a 50% match on any personal referrals. But ladies and gentlemen, there's no limit to how many people you can actually share this opportunity with as a frontline, sponsor or so. You can share this business with many people, and, whether you're going to share it with 50, 100 or so, there's no limit to it. But let's say that you get to the point of where you've now shared it with 9 individuals who've now started in their own business from home. From that point onwards, anyone that joins that business or joins your organization, you're now going to get paid an additional £7 for anyone that joins or opens up their own travel agency business from home. I mean, whether you introduce them to the business or you don't. I mean, this is what we call in spite of you income. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to our PlanNet Marketing Builder program. Because when I first got started into business, I wanted to know, what do I need to do? What's the first thing that I need to achieve to basically start feel as if this business is working for me? Well, my sponsor said, well, share this business with a number of people, and once you actually share this opportunity with a number of people, let's say that 3 of those individuals start their own business and become travel business owners themselves. If they're personal to you, you're going to be recognized as a bronze builder. As you do the same thing again, and you now find 6 individuals to actually open up their own travel business, you're going to become a silver builder. And as you actually find 9 individuals to open up their own travel business, you're going to be recognized as a gold builder. We're talking about you having the opportunity to constantly give yourself a pay rise on a weekly basis if that's what you choose to do. And once you become a gold builder, this is where you're going to open up even more income potentials, where, as I said to you, from having 9 individuals, you're going to get paid £7 for everyone that opened their own travel business. From that point onwards, let's say that I did share this opportunity with Elana, and Elana now books that cruise. Remember that cruise we just talked about? And she's actually booked that cruise for the 20 cabins, and she earned £1,736 commissions for that cruise she's just booked. I mean, I knew nothing about this cruise, but she's personal to me. I'm a gold builder, and she's personal to me. She books that cruise, she gets her £1,736 or so. But the great thing is, because I'm a gold builder, I'm going to get 10% of any personal ITA commissions, from anything that my agent's personal to me does. So I'm going to get a check for £136 for a cruise I knew nothing about. But, you know, I'm not really too fussed because I know that, like, you know, whoever's going on that cruise are going to have an absolute fantastic time. We're also going to get paid a 10% match on personal reps commissions. Now, how does that work? Well, guys, I want to introduce you to what's known as residual income, you know, the eighth wonder of the world. I mean, you know, if you know anything about residual income, you know that this is a very powerful thing because we're talking about you getting paid on work that you've done before. You know, you did the work once and you continue to get paid time and time again. If you're not too familiar with residual income, think about it in the music industry where you have what's known as royalties. You know, an artist basically does a song, does a hit record or so, and every time that song is actually played over on TV, radio, or any kind of advert or so, there's got to be royalties that's going to get paid. I mean, we're talking about, like, you know, the great singers of the past, like, you know, the Prince, the Michael Jacksons, the, you know, the Queen, and all those sort of like guys. Those actually create some amazing, you know, songs that will never die. But every time those songs are actually played, those artists are going to get paid, you know, or their estate are going to continue to actually get paid monies and royalties for their tunes. I mean, Michael Jackson is still one of the highest gross paid artists, you know, although he's not actually here, you know, over like, you know, 11 years or so ago since he actually passed away. So guys, how do you actually, like, you know, build a residual income from this opportunity? Well, you know, you share the opportunity. You share the opportunity with two individuals, and now that opened up the first two levels of this matrix, where we're talking about there's a £3 that goes through the entire matrix as you basically build a business. So let's say you actually, like, you know, share the opportunity with two individuals. Two individuals join your business, your organization. They open up their own travel agency business from home. Well, you got a maximum potential of 9 agents can actually join that, like, you know, that current like team. That's going to like get you £36 paid to your bank every single month from that point onwards. But you want to go, you know, you want to head towards like the next level. You want to head towards gold. You want to see what it's like to get to gold. Actually, let's go through the ranks. You're going to go through bronze, silver, and then you're going to go to gold. You see, gold is where you really, like, you know, there's that target. So you were talking about 9 individuals. We're not talking about, like, you know, a crazy number here, but we're not even talking about double figures. We're talking about once you actually like find 9 relatively ambitious people who actually want to do a bit more from home, you know, in their own time. And we're talking about, you know, you've got a maximum of 19,683 people can actually join that entire team. With £3 going through that particular like organization every single month, that's a maximum of £88,569 every single month. Now, ladies and gentlemen on the line, how many of us knows 19,000 people? Hands up. None of us, right? But the great thing is we don't need to know 19,000 people. We just need to find 9 ambitious people who actually want to develop an income, you know, from their own time, and really just like to run with a business that they just want to be a you know, travel business owner. And once you find those 9 people, we help those 9 to find another 9, maybe to find another 9. And from there, it grows to the point of where, you know, sooner or later, you're going to have pretty much 19,000 individuals in your business. So, and once you actually like build your business to the point of where, you know, you now have 100 people, I'm going to show you how the PlanNet Marketing Director Program really works for you. Where we're talking about once you actually got a business of 1,000 agents, 1,000 ITAs, you know, you're going to be recognized as a 1-star director. Now, this is not 100 agents that you've personally brought in, but we're talking about you building this business as a team. You know, you building this business, you know, like, you know, together and helping. Some people find, like, you know, 5, some people find 10, some people find another 10, and eventually you're going to have 100 people in your business. And from that point, PlanNet Marketing is going to pay you an additional £350 on the first of every month. And anyone that joins your business from that point onwards, you're going to be getting paid £14 every single week. Now, as you actually go for your business in the UK, we have a whole bunch of 1-star directors. So we know that there's like a lot of people who's got life-changing lives right now through this opportunity. We've got a number of 2-star directors, where they've actually got a minimum of 300 ITAs in their business, and they're going to be getting paid a minimum of £700 every single month, or the first of every month. And anyone that joins their business is now an additional £21 that joins their business. As you actually become a 3-star director with a minimum of 500 people in the organization, that's an additional £1,400 on every first of the month getting paid into your bank account, whether you like it or you don't. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to know that we've got a number of 4-star directors here in the UK, and this company has got its first millionaire income earner, a gentleman by the name of Cedric White, who's a 6-star director. He's got a minimum of 10,000 ITAs in his organization, and this gentleman here 4 years ago was a waiter, in a very popular restaurant in the United States, Papa Do's, and then from there came from a waiter to now being a 7-figure income earner through this same business that you're basically being shown with. So we know the possibilities are definitely there for you to really to create a life-changing income on a part-time basis. So I want to introduce you quickly to Mr. Donald Bradley's presidential ring and Rolex program, because Mr. Donald Bradley, he loves sports. And if you know anything about American sports, you realize that every single year they have what's known as a championship playoff, where 2 teams play off, and the team that wins, they're now the champions of the year, and they get presented with the championship rings. I think it's more prominent in basketball, American football, quite possibly baseball, I'm not too sure. But, Mr. Donald Bradley just wanted to reward his champions in this business. And the way I want to do that is, once he actually found his directors who are now got a 3-star director, he wants to reward them with what's known as a sapphire ring, basically to show them the fact that they're actually now earning that particular status, because they've helped a lot of people and a lot of families to really reach a particular stage in their life. And once you actually get a 3-star director, you're earning over £70,000 annually, which is now as a 6-figure income earner, because you're now about $100,000 in US dollars. You're now a sapphire ring wearer. As you become a 4-star director, you're recognized as a ruby ring wearer, and you'll be presented with a ruby ring. And these rings are custom made. They've got your initials, your surname on it, and also the year in which you actually hit that particular rank. So very, very special. And as you actually go become a diamond ring wearer, we're talking about £350,000 annually a year. You're going to be rewarded the diamond ring wearer. At the same time, Mr. Donald Bradley is also going to present you with the Rolex. Again, custom made, and this is definitely something that comes in different sizes for ladies and gentlemen. And, I might not necessarily go out and buy a Rolex watch, but if somebody presented to me as a gift, I wouldn't be disrespectful. I definitely would wear it, And, as I said, we've got our first multi-millionaire income earner, Mr. Cedric White, who is now a £750,000 annually ring wearer, and he's actually rewarded with a double diamond ring. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that these rings are absolutely amazing. I mean, they look so amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do, I want you to hear from one of these ring wearers, because we're joined tonight by, one of our ring wearers in the UK, the first sapphire ring wearer, the first director, in this country. This gentleman here is, amazing individual. He's actually traveled over 100 times in the last 4 years. He's got an organization of over 4,000, if not near to 5,000 individuals. He's helping families not just here in the UK, but internationally. This gentleman's got a heart of gold, and, he just simply wants to help anyone that he comes into contact with. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to our 3-star director, Mr. David Acosta. Mr. David Acosta, are you on the line, sir?
Yes, I'm here, Carl. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear. Take it away. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. And again, fantastic presentation. I was actually taking notes myself while here on mute. I'm always trying to learn more about this business because it has truly changed my life. I know it's changed your life, Carl. We've had so much fun over the past 3 odd years we've been involved in this opportunity. Before I dive in and close out this presentation, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know what specifically this business has done for me. It's given me hope, freedom, fun, residual income, meaning I can focus on my loved ones and not have to chase a paycheck. This business has helped me to travel over 100 times in the last 4 years and make more money in a month than sometimes I would make in a year. This sapphire ring, which I wear on my finger, I wear very proudly because it represents so many families, so many lives of other individuals that, working with Carl and many other leaders, we've been able to really impact. With what's going on in the world right now, working from home, a home-based business, the idea, the concept of that is going viral. Travel is about to boom. It's about to explode. 2021, next year, the trips that are being booked to Spain alone have gone up by 200%. People are feeling the cabin fever. People are feeling that they need to get out. People that didn't even like to travel before are going to start traveling a lot more because it was taken away from them. They didn't even want to do it. But that child that you have, if you tell the child not to do something, they want to do it. So that's how people feel. Don't worry, travel is here to stay. It's going to be here forever. The first cruise ship that was ever taken was Noah's Ark. And we're still taking cruises, flights, and hotels today. Travel's timeless. And I'm so excited as we go on to the next slide to talk about, what this opportunity, not only has done for me, but for so many people. One of the things that it's really done is given us hope, giving us vision, giving us something that we can really, put our minds to. So ladies and gentlemen, we are so transparent with this company in terms of the earnings, the time that it needs. Can you make millions of pounds with 0 hours a day? No. If you put in some time, some effort into the business, you'll get something out. This business is a fridge. You're going to get out what you put in, right? So, but we say 99% of the people in this business do it on a part-time basis. You can see the earning potentials. We've got people who are making a part-time income, full-time income, and we've got millionaires coming out of this organization. So again, as we move on, the next step that we will be talking about is the income that is willable. This is a willable business. So many companies, if you pass away, that income will go straight back to the company, or the salary will go to somebody else. This opportunity, once you start making over £700 a month as a one-star director, God forbid if anything happened to you, and we see so many bereavements around us, life can be short. It can be cut short by external things, internal things, you just don't know. But imagine building up a business for 1 year, for 5 months, and that income, when you pass away, goes to your son, your daughter, your auntie, your uncle, anyone you choose it to. A willable business, such a powerful concept. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you something which is going to be very exciting as we move on to the next slide. The exciting thing is you don't have to go out there and design a website. You don't have to go out there and make an app. You don't have to go and do the marketing. You don't have to go and do all the research. It's a business in a box, a turnkey business. All the tools you need are right there for you. The tools to run your business, the training on booking travel, the training on sharing the opportunity. And we've got events going on all over the world. We have physical online events like this for marketing and for travel. And we, of course, have classroom style events where we meet in person. Of course, we're not meeting up as much today, but, the doors are going to open soon and we're going to still have some amazing events face-to-face, around the world. And we're really excited to welcome you to join some of those online and offline events with us. One of our most amazing events is going to be this, the Gaylord Palm Hotel in Orlando, Florida, our convention, 2020, September. We're hoping that this is going to be one of the best events of our lives. It's a place where you can wear that amazing suit, that show-off dress, red carpet style, Oscars, Grammys. This is your chance to show off and show out. Who doesn't like to be recognized, awarded for the hard work they've done? I only got recognized in my job when I was late, but you can come along with us and have a great time. So, PlanNet Escapes, we do edutainment, education and entertainment at the same time. One of the best hotels in the world I've ever been to, out of the hundreds I've been to in the last 4 years. This is hands down one of the best, top 3. Now, we're going to be here with Donald Bradley, our millionaire mentor. you're going to be there with us, hopefully. It's a great time for you to soak up some sun and get some knowledge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on, I'm sure everybody wants to understand how to get started. We're not going to give you too much analysis paralysis. So multiple streams of income, quick recap, get started, get paid, help someone else. But as we move on, guys, we want to talk about what to do to get started. Well, first and first is, just grab the person who invited you here, thank them, hug them, kiss them, because look at this price. Affordable. Let me say that again, affordable. So many business opportunities are not affordable. You get excited. Wow, I'm going to change my life. Wow, I'm going to invest in this. Wow, I'm going to do that. Until they show you the price. And then you're like, wow, it looks so good until you told me I can't afford it. And that's how I felt. When I saw so many opportunities, I just couldn't afford it. £5,000, I don't have that. £10,000, I don't have that lying around. To start a business when I've got a job, when I haven't got much time, when I've got so many bills and I don't have excess money like that. But £156 was something I could afford. And that £156 is split between £14 going to PlanNet Marketing to help me build a team around the world so I get paid weekly and monthly. And I'm in business for myself, but not by myself. Leverage. When I'm working, I get paid. When I'm not working, I get paid because I'm not alone. I have a team. And that's what we're going to help you to do as well. £142 from the 156 goes towards IntelliTravel to set up your website. Flights, hotels, cruises, rental cars, villas, holiday homes, sporting events, concerts, all can be booked in real time on your website and you get paid 70 to 80% of the commission. Hands down, one of the best ideas I've heard of, in business, period. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I get really excited talking about, the monthly investment, £46 a month, £1.30 a day or something like that. Life-changing, an opportunity for you to truly own something that you can be proud of, that is affordable, but can pay you back thousands of pounds, millions. And as we move on, guys, this is definitely something for the average person, the person who thinks, how can I do this? You're going to be one of few people. Number 3, no, thank you. Number 2, you have some questions. Well, we've got some of the best, mind in entrepreneurship on the line today. So please feel free to comment your questions, ask away so we can get them answered. Before I pass back to Carl, we will definitely see what we can do to answer your questions. Number 1, you're going to be ready to go. If you're number 3 and it's not for you, thank you so much for your time. We give you a virtual round of applause and we appreciate the time you've given to the person who invited you here to check this out. If it's not for you right now, it might be for you another time. Just stay in touch with the person who invited you here. Don't go into witness protection. We're not in a begging business. We're not in a selling business. If it's not for you, someone else will take your place. There's going to be someone else who's looking to travel more for less, save and earn money, and make some money on the side of their job, family, studies, whatever it is they're doing in their life right now. We're just looking for a few of the right people who are looking for us. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. You have taken that first step by being on the call with us today. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. As we close out tonight, do get back in touch with the person who invited you here so we can get your questions answered. We really look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world or at the bank. We welcome you to the best place on the planet. Thank you so much for your time. I'll pass you back to your host for the evening, Carl Davis. It's been a phenomenal opportunity to speak to you guys. We'll see if there's any questions, but we will be speaking with you individually to help you get your questions answered, and to make sure that you make an informed decision on something that could truly change your life. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Acosta, and I'll hand you back to Carl Davis.
Thank you very much for that, David. Much appreciated, sir. Fantastic end to the presentation there. Guys, I'm going to open up the line now in case any of our guests, if you've been invited here by Elana tonight, really count yourself fortunate, and count yourself, the fact that she has a definite interest in your financial future. Not one that she wants to make money, off you, but basically make money with you. This is a helping business. So, if you've been invited here by any of our other business partners here tonight, really feel like that person there really does have a vested interest in your future. And, I'm going to open up the lines. If you have any questions about anything you've actually heard or seen tonight, please don't be shy. Don't, by all means, just let the questions fly. We welcome questions, and we would really look forward to actually helping you understand more of the business. So please, any questions at all, please, if you can't actually go live, just actually type your questions in the chat box, and I will happily answer any questions you have.
And they all sound exactly the same.
Any questions at all, guys? Any questions at all? No questions at all, guys? Okay, guys, listen, if we've got no questions, then what I will do, I will basically, like, you know, between myself and Elana, we'll basically get back to you and basically get any questions you have answered on a more personal note, so that, you know, we can actually, like, you know, get to really, like, speak to you on a one-to-one basis and get your question answered. But I really appreciate your time tonight. I'm not going to take up any more of your time tonight. You know, thank you very much for, like, being here tonight, guys. You know, really, like, you know, appreciate your time, and we look forward to actually seeing you on the beaches of the world, if not at the bank. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon.